Hello guys, it's your boy Lita Giraffe here, and today we're carrying on with the IL-2 patrolling. And today what we've got to do is we are going to be patrolling down to the south this time. So obviously last time we patrolled up north. If we take a look here, we can see we patrolled down to Aachen and up north. This time we shall be patrolling slightly north up to 1918, testing to see if the enemy still have their flak in the position reported, and if they do, we'll just withdraw back to Galeen. We will then move up to Herlen, however it's pronounced, and then to Aachen, which will then be moving towards the enemy Red Flight airfield at Kelts, and seeing if it's there and seeing what sort of activity they've got going on there, and we'll obviously report that back on our debrief. We'll then move down back to Aachen, and then follow these towns into Liege, patrol around Liege, make sure there's no bombers, and up to Maastricht, and then back to Red Flight if all goes well. Hopefully we see some enemy and we can engage them. There's already some activity at Aachen, so we might see something as we move up. I've not noticed anything on the server of cold engines actually doing anything, so in that case what we're going to do is not bother warming up our engine. Just make our way to the front and just give it a go. So we're going to line up, make our way down, and make our way to the actual runway itself, where we'll begin takeoff. Hopefully we'll be getting some videos up of 2-man, maybe 4-man patrols as a group. Make our way around here. Obviously we're still on the same server as last time, so all this usual stuff is enabled, like we have to control our RPMs, so we're just going to put that up to max, like so, and we're going to lower our flaps down. Okay, so let's give it beans. Off we chop. And pull back on the stick. Nicely done. Wheels up. Down to combat. And flaps up. We're also going to close the canopy. And because there was reports of enemy aircraft towards Aachen, we're just going to go there first. Well, we're going to go to Maastricht first, then up to the 1918. We're not going to go all the way to Aachen, because that's where we're due to go next, at the end, sorry. So we'll save that for later. Oh yeah, we got to control our RPMs, silly me. Put that down to about 60, and then I'm going to put my throttle to about 60, 62. And there's Maastricht there, so we're going to move to that now. And once we've hit that, we're going to move to our north, following the river, until we hit the little town of Maastricht, is it? I don't know how it's pronounced. You guys will know. And then once we hit there, we'll bang a right, see if we get engaged by flak. If we do, we know they're there, and we can report that back. And then we'll make our way down to Aachen. Just keep your eyes open, lads, and tell me if you see any enemy fighters. If you see any enemy fighters that I don't see, put a timestamp down in the comments, and tell me whereabouts you've seen them, and I'll see if I can spot them as well. Currently I don't see any enemy aircraft. I mean, they were supposed to be at Atchin, so that's quite far away. Yeah, it's Atchin. Yeah, so they must have been quite some distance. We're just going to continue to gain some altitude whilst we're here. See if there's any more info on the map. There's not. In fact, I feel like we should do the patrol backwards. It'd probably be easier. But no, we'll do it this way. That's how we've been told to do it in our patrol brief. So see, I can't see nothing. Just check my 6. Yep, there's nothing on our 6 either. I would be surprised if it was, to be fair. We're still far into our territory at the minute anyway, so we've got quite the distance to go. We're going to stay underneath the cloud layer, as where most of the enemy are anyways. So just make it easier for us to spot them, and we'll probably be higher up than them anyway. So we should be fine on that front. Did I see something over there? No, I don't think I did. So we'll just keep our eyes open. We'll follow this river. Got some rain on the canopy here as we're passing through the clouds. It's a feature I just love in this game. So that there is the town of Galeen. So about halfway to when we need to bang a right. Although we may not even need to. We may already be in the range of the enemy flak. That could be the target of a cast mission at some point. So we need to make sure that it's still there. So that there, I believe, is the town of Mesik. I'm going to call it that. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's not, it's not. So I'm just going to move slightly right, and as soon as we start getting hit by flak, I'm going to withdraw. I'm going to hit full power, and we'll turn them out. We just need to make sure that it is there. In doing so, that we'll be able to confirm our intelligence. Not my intelligence personally, but you know what I mean. The British Army's or the British Armed Forces intelligence. So I'm just going to look over my wing now to make sure I can see it if they are shooting. Where should it be? Within the tree line. I think it should be down there in one of those fields by the trees. I'm not seeing anything currently. That's the town there. So yeah, we should be spot on, really. Yeah, I don't see anything. Hmm. Maybe it's towards this way, but maybe I got it a bit wrong. I might have naved. I may have thought it's a bit closer than what it actually is what I think I've done here. I think it should be down here somewhere, maybe. Action. We are close, but we're almost at our objective now. Maybe that's it there, the little compound in the trees. Yeah, I feel like we've gone over it. And yeah, I don't see any. So I'm going to withdraw and say there was nothing seen. Oh, there we go, flak. There we go, happy days. We've got it, so we're going to get out of there. Yeah, Jesus Christ, we need to go. There's some something burning down there. Let's weave. Make sure we don't get hit. We'll head towards Galeen here. That's down to combat. Still getting shot. Must have taken a while to get eyes on us. We are a single airplane, after all. So what grid did it give us last time? Was it 2313? That can't be right. I don't know why I thought 2313. There we go, so we'll just continue at this airspeed. Sorry, at this thrust. And make our way over to Action. So at Galeen, we should see another town just there. I believe that's the one of Herlen. Yeah, Galeen's just there. Cool. Are we on oxygen? I think we are. So we'll just be careful not to stay up at this height for too long. So, there should have been aircraft sighted around here. In which case that means we need to watch out for them. Ton Aaron, 2214. Okay. That's 12, right. We'll head over. Investigate. So if we head straight for there, we should see them maybe on the return trip if they are there. Just gotta keep an eye out below us. Check our 6 every so often. I haven't done that in a while. Gotta be careful. We should really have another Spitfire with us at least. But the manpower is low currently. We should probably lower our altitude a tiny bit. And save some of our thrust. Some of our combat power. So we're going to continue increasing our speed. figure out where this town is. Tunguren. Tungurem. I'm not too sure how to pronounce that. But I believe we're heading in the right direction. Just keep an eye out. Remember guys, if you see any aircraft and I didn't see them, put it in the comments. I'd love to see what you guys have seen. Even if it's friendly. So if it's friendly or not, we're going to go investigate it to find out if it is friendly or not. I just hope I don't shoot down any friendly bombers or aircraft in general, really. So we're heading over to that town now. I don't quite see anything. Not just yet anyways. We're going very fast. Yeah, the town is just there. There is no enemy aircraft that I can see. We're going to fly over the town, switch point we'll head direct east. And we will then look for and engage any enemy aircraft we see. We do get the occasional lag spike on this server for some reason. Quite a few here. Just gonna check my 6 actually. I haven't done that in a little while. I have yet to find a large grouping of fighters. I know a couple of people in my squadron have definitely come across fighters and Stukas. So they are definitely about. So I'm not seeing anything here. So in which case we will head east and get ourselves home. Get ourselves to the enemy objective. Because they are going for action, yeah, so the enemy aircraft spotted at action. They do like to go there. 2218. So that means if we head direct east now, we should spot some sort of enemy aircraft. Just making sure I'm naving the right way, which I am. Just gotta look out for these aircraft. I believe they are heading towards the location of around like Liege area. That's where I think they're going. So we may intercept them in the end. Can you guys see anything over there? I can't see nothing. No aircraft in my sights anyway. Aircraft to the left, there they are, look. There's a group of 4, I believe. go up to combat. Where are they going? They're going from left to right. What are these things? Those are enemy. We could go for the rear guy first. And smash him. He's moving, he's weaving. We're getting shot. Bit of lag on this server, I'm noticing. Yeah, he's done for. Is he dead though? Not yet. We can still get him. We gotta finish him off, he's still airborne. He ain't abandoned or got rid of his bombs yet. So we need to make sure he does that. How are you still up? That thing's a beast. Where's the rest of them? They've moved forwards. This one's going to take up all my ammo. There we go, he's dead. Whoa, we had to miss the debris there, that was close. I hope we're alright, yep, wings are good. Tail, that's all good. Let's push on these aircraft just here. I hope they haven't dropped their bombs just yet. How much ammo have we got? We don't have an ammo counter, I don't believe. If anyone knows if we do have an ammo counter, and if we do, where it is, that'd be very great. So we're not going to have the ammo to do our secondary objective, which was to patrol to the airfield, unfortunately. Hopefully we come out of this alive yet. There's a lot of aircraft and there's only one of us. Let's cut the circle here. So it seems as if they are circling. I don't want to go for the middle one or the first one, just due to the fact that if we do, the guy at the rear will be able to shoot us as well with his front gun. There we go. So yeah, so out of cannons. It's going to be hard to kill this thing. Out of ammo. God damn it. We've damaged one. And we'll keep an eye on them. We'll report on their positions. You never know, that second aircraft may go down. That's the issue with this Spitfire that I have, is that the ammunition is very limited. I may be able to get more ammo on, but for now I don't think there is I haven't seen a way to put more ammunition on this thing. Just keep an eye on this thing here. Because if it runs out of fuel and crashes. That's a kill. Also, we can report this to friendly aircraft. It's really struggling now. Yeah, we're still out of ammo. Just wondering if maybe one of the guns had overheated, which they hadn't. We are completely out of ammo. Let's see if we'll fly by, see what the condition is like on this aircraft. Yeah, they're pretty battered. They've still got their bombs as well, which is interesting. As you can see, this server is fairly laggy. So I followed him around for a while, and it just seems like they didn't have anything. Like he weren't running out of fuel or anything, so he was still doing good, which seems alright then. Well, it's bad news for us. So what we're going to do is head back and get ourselves in for a landing. Ideally, we're just going to check over this river though to make sure there's no one reinforcing them. We got to keep checking our 6, and hopefully we don't get intercepted by a fighter that wants revenge, because we did just kill a whole crew. I don't think they got out of that one. The whole aircraft broke up, and I don't think they would have been able to get out of it safely without dying. So I think they all perished, but that's a confirmed kill to us. We haven't got the second kill because they may make it back to the airfield yet. So we'll have to look into that yet. So we've got the that town of Maastricht to our right, and that means our airfield should be to our front. We have got a friendly player aircraft coming around. Hopefully he doesn't mistake us for an enemy. Just keep checking our 6, making sure no one's following us as we come in. There should be friendly aircraft nearby the airfield anyway. But we just got to be wary. But all in all, that was a successful mission. Ran out of ammo. I think we're still doing pretty good on fuel. And we managed to get intel on that flak site, so our friendly CAS supporters can go in. So we just got to spot this airfield now and come in for a nice clean landing. There she is, right there. Happy days. Let's lower our airspeed. We're going very fast, so we do need to slow down. So I'm just going to weave on the way. Should slow us down a little bit. Whilst also decreasing our altitude. Going much too quick. We need to slow down much more before we can even think about putting out our flaps. See, it's the one thing I'm definitely not too good at figuring out how to be at the right speed at the right time. I'm always over speeding or being too slow, too low. Here we go. Right, let's line ourselves up. So again, I think we might be a bit too low. We can put our flaps down now. That lowers our speed down quite a bit. And shortly we'll be able to open our canopy. Which we can do now, which is Alt and C. And we should get ready to lower our landing gear now. We need to throttle up a little bit just so we don't stall. Well, a little bounce, that's not good. There we go. Start on the brakes. Throttle up a little bit so we can get control. Happy days. Successful landing. Just try not to spin as we slow down. Very nice. Let's get a taxi back to our starting position. And since our canopy's open, we can look over the side of our aircraft to make sure we're going in the right direction. So that's one thing new about this server I didn't know. They have a service area, which means you can rearm, refuel and repair. But since this is the only flight of today, we shan't need to repair, or refuel, or rearm. So we'll just make our way back to where we leave the aircraft. And we'll let the ground crew deal with the rest of it. So we'll make our way off onto the dirt. Where the vehicle shall be parked up for the night. 2219, where's that to? Well, thank you all for watching today. We'll just go power down the aircraft now. Thank you all for watching. It's been a great patrol. We took down one aircraft. We didn't get two this time. We did severely damage a second aircraft, and that will need to be repaired before they get up, and we may have killed some crew inside, who knows. But thank you all for watching. If you'd like to see more like this, please let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. It helps me out a bunch. And we'll see you all in the next one. Thank you all for watching.